Why do you want to be governor of Missouri?
I'm running for governor of Missouri as the only candidate in this race who's never run for office. But I'm running because our government is broken. I'm going to take on the political establishment, fight for the people of Missouri, lead a conservative revolution to take our state back. I'm Eric Greitens. If you're ready for a conservative outsider, I'm ready to fire away.
The poll has Greitens leading his rival John Brunner by 7 points.
He's surging in the polls against the Democratic rival Chris Koster.
We did it because of your incredible dedication and devotion, your heart and hard work. We made this happen.
Win makes him the first former U.S. Navy SEAL to be elected governor of that state.
Let's get to work. Thank you for showing the people of the world that what happened here the other night is not who America is. It's not who Missouri is. This is who Missouri is. This is who America is.
We would be honored if you would accept an appointment to serve on the Governor's Council on this.
We've had leaders who wanted to give people a safe space to loot and to burn. Right now in Missouri, if you loot, the only safe space you're going to have is in a jail cell.
Last week, I signed an executive order banning gifts from lobbyists to state employees of the executive branch. In our first executive order, we also slammed shut the revolving door between employees of the governor's office and lobbyists.
Today, the unemployment rate in the state of Missouri is the lowest that it's been in 17 years. There's one group that's been ripping you off and ripping off working people across the state of Missouri for years. It's a group of tax credit millionaires. The government of Missouri gave them over $1.3 billion. Only 42 cents of every dollar was actually going to help people. And instead, people were making tens of millions of dollars off of you. Well, you know what that is? It's a scam. And that's why we zeroed out their program. We zeroed it out.
You're one of the top recipients of political contributions over the last decade from developers of low-income housing tax credits. How have those contributions influenced your point of view on these tax credits?
To start off with, I have no idea what my contributions are from developers. I have none over my career. I have none.
Governor of Missouri fighting back this morning after explosive allegations stemming from an extramarital affair, an affair that he does admit to having.
She says the governor threatened to blackmail her with a naked photograph to stay quiet. Details the governor's attorney calls outrageous and false.
There was no blackmail, there was no violence. The mistake that I made was that I was engaged in a consensual relationship with a woman who wasn't my wife, and it's a mistake for which I am deeply sorry.
In a statement of her own, his wife Sheena says it's between them and God and is telling those who wish to peddle gossip to stay away from me and my children.
But Greitens maintains he's done nothing illegal. He also says he called all of the lawmakers in Missouri to apologize and posted an apology on Facebook as well.
on Thursday, a grand jury indictment charged him with felony invasion of privacy.
Now suspected of illegally using a donor list from the charity he founded to solicit donations for his 2016 campaign.
I want to say again what I've said from the beginning. This is a political witch hunt. I came to office to fight for the people of Missouri. I am thankful to all those who have worked beside me so that we could pursue our mission of taking Missouri in a new and better direction. We have accomplished a lot together. I am proud of you, and I am proud of all of our work. This ordeal has been designed to cause an incredible amount of strain on my family. And it's clear that for the forces that oppose us, there is no end in sight. I cannot allow those forces to continue to cause pain and difficulty to the people that I love. I will let the fairness of this process be judged by history.
Fox News alert, prosecutors in Missouri making a surprise announcement tonight. They are dropping the criminal charge filed against Republican Governor Eric Greitens.
I think people have a right to know how this whole case started, where there was zero evidence, but all of that power and all of that money was brought to bear against Governor Greitens. Just think what's happening to normal people.
Scott Fahn, the publisher of the Missouri Times, testified yesterday. He spent more than 3 hours in front of lawmakers.
One question remains: where'd that money come from?
It's your testimony today that you have $120,000 cash just sitting around your house.
You didn't testify.
No, I never said that.
How'd you get the cash?
And again, I'm going to advise him not to answer.
To answer your question, no, I don't have that today, right now, sitting at my house. Was that the question?
You were told this $120,000 came from a wealthy out-of-state Republican. Is that true?
That is what I was told.
Okay, and who told you that?
Scott Fahn.
And when did Scott Fahn tell you that?
Welcome to This Week in Missouri Politics. Special guest this week, Governor of the state of Missouri, Mike Parson. Governor, welcome back to the show.
Good to be here, Scott. Good to be here.
I tell you what.
A former private investigator hired by the St. Louis Circuit Attorney has been indicted for what he did while investigating Missouri's former governor, Eric Greitens.
Dan, a grand jury indicted William Don Tisby on 6 counts of perjury and 1 count of tampering with evidence.
You have not seen any alleged picture?
No, I have not. I don't think anyone has.
And you did a complete and thorough investigation and have not found anybody that has seen any alleged picture, correct?
Correct.
What steps did you take to determine that any image was actually transmitted?
That's the next step that I plan to do.
You also had some problems with your employment with the FBI, is that correct?
I can tell you right now, I'm not going to discuss that with anybody.
Okay, you were found to have lied to the Office of Professional Responsibility.
I am not going to discuss that with anybody.
You heard that there was a witness who was boasting about taking Greitens down. Did you interview that witness?
No, I did not, because it was Mr. Sneed.
Former Missouri Governor Eric Greitens says he's won an investigation into questions about his campaign money.
The MEC found no evidence of any wrongdoing on the part of Eric Greitens individually.
Eric Greitens is exonerated after nearly 2 years of what some have called Soros-funded persecution.
A
false indictment caused a governor to resign, only to learn later that all the charges were made up. The witness said she dreamed up the allegation. We took down a governor with a false indictment. That should trouble all of us because it didn't happen in Washington. It happened in Middle America.
People are seeing that the woman who charged me is a Soros-funded prosecutor who'd actually started the paperwork for this in December of 2017. This was a manufactured investigation. It was a hit job that was designed to drive me from office, and her investigator has already been indicted for 7 felonies.
You get this big wave of lies, and it is powerful. It picks up everything in its path, and it throws and it tumbles, but eventually that wave does crash on the rock of the facts. Eventually the truth does come to light.
We promised the people of Missouri that we would fight for them. We have and we will. We promised the people of Missouri we would do different. We have and we will. We can look back with pride and look forward with confidence. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless the people of Missouri.